evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Welcome to the depths of hell. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to say stuff like that. But today we're going to be going into hell, and I hope some of you guys actually come back. And we're going to be playing Infernoid. Now, Infernoid is a very interesting deck. And the reason why I say that is because the monsters themselves are based off of being able to summon themselves either from the hand or graveyard. The bigger monsters being able to special summon themselves from both, and the little guys only being able to special summon themselves from the hand. Now, I get a lot of quit outs, which is going to be this guy after I just start doing some remedial stuff. But this build in particular is very different from how the opponent or how other people play it, where I don't play reasoning. I feel if you guys want to play reasoning, that's fabulous. I'm going to be playing the Burning Abyss engine. Now, the biggest reason why I do play the Burning Abyss engine is for two reasons. First and foremost, the Burning Abyss engine fits into the theme. I mean, it's a whole bunch of monsters from hell. Secondly, I mean, that's not the only thing. The logic behind reasoning is to activate reasoning, only play like around 3 or 4 cards that can actually summon by reasoning, and then like mill through your whole Infernoid deck and, you know, just summon a whole bunch of Infernoid monsters from that. Not gonna happen in the competitive circuit all the time. I mean, you're really just relying on that one reasoning card to work so you can get off your combo, which, I mean, hey, that's perfectly fine. If that's what you want to do, TheCaliEffect ain't gonna knock you, just like I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna knock the TheCaliEffect for running a Burning Abyss engine, just because he feels the Burning Abyss engine is superior. I get stability inside of a deck, I get a backbone, I get the ability to search out any of my guys, also get to play this big red guy that gets the, you know, also known as Great Marju Iza, whatever his name is. And if you don't first turn open him, he's great because he tends to be a really big monster for no apparent reason. For those who don't know its effect, he gains 400 attack for every of your banished monsters, and yeah, I mean, Infernoid just happened to be that deck. The Burning Abyss engine, I feel, is superior because not only that, I get to keep on abusing Skarm through Dante, as long as I keep on tributing him through the Infernoid Veil. And I mean, that's just another one of the great things the Infernoids have, you know, all having that effect to be able to manipulate the opponent's graveyard, banish monsters in the opponent's graveyard, and, you know, just keep a lot of decks off pace. For example, this Frog Monarch deck is not going to have a fun time if I keep on banishing all his frogs before he gets to, and I banish his True-Born Frog before he gets to summon monsters. Not only that, because he set a monster, already knocked him down to 200 life points, so life is not really fair on his side right now. Whew. Let's see what else. I probably, actually, no, I don't think I could have hit for game. I probably could have, but I don't see it right now. The deck is also primarily focused on dropping huge amounts of boards that the opponent sometimes just can't surmount. He's going to activate Creature Swap, but I'm going to give him the Dante. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he should have got over the Dante and activated Creature Swap, but then I would have just activated my Monster's Effect. He's going to end me Controller, and then I'm just going to activate my Monster's Effect. I mean, and that's one of those things I'm talking about. This deck is practically, like, unbrain controllable because, you know, your opponent tries to mind control or brain control it, you just tribute it off for its effect. That's just one great thing. I also wanted to point out that this deck has the best Forbidden Lance ever. That Apostle of Purgatory card, it just, I know, I was building the deck, I really wasn't feeling it. I wasn't winning as many matches as I felt the deck should have. I knew it was a combination of the deck not being at full strength, not having all the cards, you know, all the support and whatever, and also I felt that my build was subpar, so I switched it up, start running Apostle of Purgatory, and that card's just so much wonders. I wasn't even, you know, I dropped the Field Spell for this card. Field Spell, if you ask me, is just complete ass, not worth it. It's going to get Typhooned or destroyed on your opponent's turn, but I dropped it for this card. Oh my god, get that Prelude going on. Satellardites don't know what to do, and this is just another good case of graveyard, you know, manipulation. For some reason, he thought Infernoid's effect to summon was a monster effect. They're not. I prelude the Infernoid Veil, so when I do activate the effect, I know he has that Satellarite trap card that, you know, prevents me from, or that will negate my monster's effect, destroy it, and grant him a draw card. So yeah, I'm gonna pre-purgatory it, and then just banish his other one. He won't get the draw because he didn't destroy the monster, and we're on the right track. We normal summon Skarm. Skarm's gonna go to the graveyard, obviously, and it's gonna give me Tour Guide to help me start off my engine. Now, what do we do in the situation where the opponent would want to summon monsters to bring monsters to the side of the field through like Altair. I don't mind giving up my 2800 or my 2600 attack monster to prevent you from furthering your game plan. It was pretty smart that he went for Vega and not Deneb, so it forced me to go, you know, my monster's effect to tribute itself, and I will take that 1700 damage. Next time around I have Tour Guide. I still have a flurry of arsenal cards just to be able to abuse my Infernoid monsters and bring back deals, so it's not really much of a problem. This is actually the exact same Monarch guy. I think he's the exact same Monarch guy, and he want them problems with my nigga Matt. And, you know, we just take care of them problems because that's just what happens when we play this deck. This deck is really good at playing no traps. I feel that, you know, not having any traps in this deck is almost essential to winning the deck, or winning in the deck. I was using a trap variant, and I wasn't personally that successful with it. Gores is probably the better way to go. I mean, it's a fiend monster, kind of fits the theme. It's a monster from hell, and, you know, it allows you to play, you know, the deck how it's supposed to be played. You know, just spells and traps to further your thought process, or further your process of playing the deck, and then monster effects that allow you to protect yourself, or, you know, do stuff and manipulate the opponent's graveyard. I was not seeing, I kind of pictured he had a Forbidden Lance, but, you know, I took my chances. I really wasn't expecting it that much. I mean, I did keep the token in defense. You know, I really didn't lose much, so it wasn't really that much of a problem. Very low, so I can just tribute him, you know, get rid of his Treeborn, and yeah, we're back in the game. He's not going to summon any monsters today. And then he goes Kinkabayo, and I'm like, who plays that? I don't like you anymore. And I'm thinking he's going to go, you know, Formula Synchron, go into, you know, Crimson Blader, and he's like, no, I'm going to go into this card. And I'm like, that card won't help you at all. I mean, while its effect is decent, I believe monster level 5 or higher monsters effects can't activate, or, you know, when a monster effect is activated. But people forget the Infernoid monsters are so many conditions. They're not you know, just, hey, they, you know, need to be summoned by an effect. So I can just summon them whenever I diddly please without their effects being negated, which is another one of those great things that Infernoids have. This is actually one of the times I should have summoned Great Marju, the Marju card or whatever, because it would have been 2000 attack, provided that I summon, you know, the Infernoid monster. And that's really not anything to scuff at. You know, a 2000 attack, 3000 monster that will gain attack as long as I keep on, you know, tributing Infernoid monsters. So he would have took 4800 damage instead of just regularly 28. It doesn't really matter. The game is in my pocket, but I mean, just a little food for thought right there. As long as you don't first turn open that Great Marju, which you guys have seen in 2 of my games, late game, it's pretty nice. It's decent. It's a tour guide target at the very least. This time I'm going to be playing against Blackwings. Just show you that this deck isn't always ahead. Sometimes people do have a lot of the answers. But as long as you stay patient, you stay finessant, the deck will come through. And I mean, he's able to sit on a pretty good board against me. Will overcome it just because of how the deck plays and how good the deck is overall. So, I mean, there really isn't much else to say about Infernoid decks other than it's too strong. Anyways, he's going to summon more Blackwing monsters. He's going to get the Gal, you know, get all that, hit for who knows how much damage, YOLO swag, just, oh, Cali Effect, you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, I'm going to hit you with everything. And I'm like, okay, I got super salty right there when he saw my Gores. I was like, who does that? He didn't do nothing to nobody. Nobody. But hats off to all the players I played. They played pretty good. I mean, even the players that I played when the deck wasn't fully built, let's just put it right though, you know, built the way I wanted to build. Hats off to them too. They did teach me a lot in the losses of the deck. I don't really feel that this deck is anywhere near 2-1. I feel that it is a nice counter to a lot of decks out there that are meta. But as far as it becoming meta itself, I think that there's a couple of cards that need to come out. And once a couple of cards do come out, this deck can be a force to be reckoned with. Ultimately, this deck is really fun to play, really good, dropping, you know, 2800, 2600, whatever beaters onto the field, and being able to manipulate your deck through Dante, gain advantage throughout Dante. I think that's like the best aspect that the deck can bring to the table, is that it fits so well with Burning Abyss monsters, and also the fact that they're not, you know, fire, or that they're fiend monsters and they're not light or dark. That you can use that tour guide card, which I am playing one of. It does come in handy as a tour guide target sometimes, and you know, whatever. My big advice to people that are building this deck is to play a full extra. There's some times where, you know, I could have Xyz summoned in the past, and I didn't play a full extra, so it bit me in the ass. This time I came prepared. Draco Stack too strong, and get rid of that Black Whirlwind, which I mean I feel is pivotal to playing against any Blackwing player. You get rid of that Black Whirlwind, and you watch their game just fall down after that. Send Skarms to the graveyard. Grab that toy guy. And if you wanted to play further, I would be so much ready for next turn. Well, thank you guys for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.